Hello and welcome back to the Gaming Tech channel, everybody. We're live on YouTube and Twitch. This is going to be your second stream of the day. And here we are with Forza Horizon 5. We're going to be starting off with the 2014 Porsche 911 Turbo S that we won yesterday in the championship. So this car is bone stock. And this car is a 3.8 liter twin turbo, flat six. So we haven't done any mods, so we're gonna have some fun with it. We'll modify it, and yeah, we're just gonna modify it basically. Let's see how it does stock. Alright, I'm gonna pop a U-turn here. We're gonna go for a top speed run. And then we'll add some power to this car. Maybe some grippier tires as well. Even though it's all-wheel drive, we're still gonna have to add a little bit more grip so it handles even better. Those shifts are lightning fast. So right now we're doing 200 miles, 6th gear, and the car is bone stock. Looks like we got a 7-speed transmission. I believe it's called the PDK. Which stands for the dual clutch, basically. So looks like 6th gear is probably going to be the best gear in terms of acceleration. 7th is good for cruising in the highway. Unless you add more power to this car, then we can get some good use of the 7th gear as well. I like the taillights and the headlights, dude. It looks good. Even though this car is 11 years old, still looks really good. I like the headlight design. How they're stacked on top of each other. And the rear taillights, you got the LED. You know, it just looks really neat. Alright, let's make this car faster now. So right now this car is 560 horse, 553 foot-pounds of torque, 3,607 pounds, and oh, this car is heavy on the back because we got the engine on the back. So only 39% of the weight is to the front and the rest is to the rear. So it's not 50-50. Let's see if I have anything that's 50-50. This car is 50-50. That's pretty much 50-50. So you want the weight of the car to be like as close to 50-50. And, you know, then it's just easier for the car to manage it. This car is not nose heavy, it's tail heavy. So that's most of the Porsches, and that's most of the rear engine cars, because this is not mid engine, this is actually rear engine. So I'll show you what a mid engine car looks like. Let's see if I can find one here. This would be a mid engine right here. 43% to the front, the rest to the back. Yep, so these are... Look at that. A Mazda Miata is perfectly 50-50 from factory. Is that from factory? I mean, this one is modified, but you get the point, you know. This car is pretty balanced. But despite not being 50-50 in terms of the weight distribution, this car still got the all-wheel drive, right? And it's got the low center of gravity, because you got the flat six, which lays pretty close to the ground compared to like a V engine, where the engine sits kind of high up in the chassis. So there's always going to be some pros and cons. Alright, we're not going to go for another speed run. We already know how it does. Let's just add some power to it. Let's go for intake exhaust. So there you go, 13 extra horse and exhaust. That sounds good. The race exhaust sounds closer to the stock exhaust for some reason, but just louder. The sport's kind of nice. Sounds a little different, but we're gonna go for the best one here. Oh wow, dude, we can make this car 28-52 pounds from 35-38. That's a big difference. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Make it even later. And let's add some grippier tires now. Alright, we're gonna go with the slick race tire compound. So the best. Oh, look at that. If you get the drag tires, our 0 to 60 is in 1.8. That's really low, but our handling is gonna suffer. 6.1 with the drag racing tires and 7 with slick race tires. So we're gonna go with race tires. It suits this car more. We want to retain the handling. Are we gonna make these wider? I guess not yet, because we didn't add that much more power. It's just a little bit more power. Intake and exhaust. So intake, exhaust. We made the car light. Made the tires grippier. This is gonna be a good setup for now. Our lateral G's went up by a lot. The weight went down by a lot, and the power is a little bit more, but it's gonna be just on point. This car is gonna handle so much better. They already handled really good, but now it's gonna be even better. Oh, do you see that? It's got the four-wheel steering. Look at the rear tires turn. No way, I just noticed that. I had no idea this car had four-wheel steering. I know, like, I was aware that it was a thing, but I did not know that this model had it. That's crazy. So if you turn the front wheels left, we'll see the rear tires turn right by just a little bit. You know, it's not much, it's a little bit of angle. So they turn in the opposite direction of the front wheels. That's how rear steer works. Damn, dude, it's got rear steer. That's actually really cool. I can feel the weight difference. And the extra grip. Feels good. Oh no, crashed. Wait, I don't like doing that. My bad. Alright, we're good. Car's good. I pushed it a little too hard there. Alright, we're gonna look for something to do on the map.
Saludos again. Remember our stock versus scratch race where I beat you by about dos millas?
Not how I remember it.
Papa Fernando said a racer should be their own mecánico. Well, I have the ultimate test. Come and meet me.
Have I done this yet?
Got it. I've got the car ready for you. And we've got a bit of a crowd gathering already.
Well, there's a bunch of them left, so let's give this a try first. Because we ran into this event first on the map. Why drive even further, right? Let's just get this done first.
There you are. Ready to take on
Diablo?
another of the born fast racers.
Is that a Diablo?
Sure, Tristan. I enjoy the competition.
Meet Charles Ward. Original Born Fast crew. Never defeated, isn't that right?
He means we went to school together. Let's just get this over with.
Yeah, dude. That's a Diablo SV.
Or dead last. Yeah, I know.
Don't give him an inch, Charles. I want you to win.
Hey, you don't seem to be enjoying this. Loosen up. Racing is supposed to be fun.
You have no idea. I'm not even rich. My dad used to work for his dad. I'm just as happy hooning around in a Skyline as a Lambo.
Huh. You should check out Street Scene, Charlie. They're all about that.
Ah, well, I'm sure you did your best, Charlie. I'll give you some pointers later.
Not bad.
So, I tried ignoring his call. But Tristan Whiny Baby won't let this thing go.
Have you tried not calling him names?
No. Why would I try that? Got loads more good ones where that came from. Anyway, he's putting up a new racer for you to destroy.
couple money shifts there. How did we jump to number 4? What happened to number 3?
So, there's this thing. Just wanted to chat about it. Get in your motor, I'll tell you on the way.
What's on your mind?
Do you really not mind it if you lose?
Well, I don't love it. But no one wins every time.
You don't understand. I'm not one of them. I went to Tristan's school on scholarship, but we clicked. We get on well. So they let me in the crew, and it was fun for a while, but I can't keep pretending.
So, why don't you leave?
It's not that easy. Tristan was a mate until this thing with Jamin set him off the deep end. I thought maybe if I hand him a big surprise win, with your help, of course.
Are you asking me to throw the race?
There you are. Get on the line.
Wait,
Don't
we already
give him an
did
inch,
this.
Charles. I want you to win.
What? Why are we repeating this?
Only winners. Yeah, Tristan, I know. So, what was that little...
Well, here's the thing. Either we let him win, or we win, and we already won last time and got 2 stars. So maybe it's just not gonna count towards you know, our final points. We're not gonna get any points for this event, so there's no point of doing this again. I'm just gonna skip to the next one. So maybe that's why the game was skipping us to the 4th event and I started the 3rd one again. So that's totally fine. Where's that thing again? Where did it go? Come on. Here it is.
So, I tried ignoring his calls, but Tristan Whiny Baby won't let this thing go.
Alright,
you
now
tried not
we
calling
know
him
what to do.
names?
We're just gonna skip that one.
No. Why would I try that? Got
Skip
loads
to
more
number
good ones
4.
where that came from. Anyway, he's putting up a new racer for you to destroy.
Alright, we're gonna skip the number 3 and go to number 4. That's what the game did last time. Well, we chose number 3 again. But we weren't sure, but now we know what to do.
Superstar.
You know, it's a big festival, Tristan. There's room for both of you.
Tell him that. Tell him I'll take my invite to the UK festival while he's at it. It's only 3 years too late.
Wait, he never...
Tristan, your personal issues bore me. I am ready to race now.
Oh, hey.
This is Antonia Ritter. She's lead driver in the racing team she owns. You've had a decent run with the Born Fast crew, Superstar, but this is where it ends.
911 GT1?
Or dead last.
Is that what it says on the rear
Now,
bumper?
out of my way, please.
Oh, dude, I was supposed to turn back there. What am I doing? Alright, we're gonna restart.
Born fast.
Or dead last. Now, out of my way, please.
Yo, how's the race? Sorry I couldn't be there, I was...
Jay, did you invite Tristan to Horizon UK?
What? I don't know. Was I supposed to? He can decide where he goes, he's a grown-up, isn't he?
Yeah, but you're both acting like whiny little... Ah, we'll talk later. This lady can drive.
Yeah, okay. Speak soon.
I am the superior driver. I have carefully examined this route. There is no doubt that I will succeed here.
Hey! You knew the route ahead of time? That's not fair.
Incorrect. I have studied every possible permutation of courses along the Mexican road network as a part of my pre-race preparation. I will ignore no opportunity to demonstrate I am the better driver.
Wow.
Hey,
I
thanks
spent
for
hours
joining.
choosing a car.
Thank you.
You beat me. How did you beat me? Show me what you did on those corners. I want to know everything.
Hey, Antonia. If you want some extra practice, come to Street Scene.
I will consider it. Novelty horns sound fun.
Hey! So I texted Tristan, but my message came out really sarcastic, and long story short, he's sending another Born Fast racer after you.
Let's check this out. We only have 4 gears. Sounds really good when it bounces off the limiter.
have arrived early, but the next Horizon Arcade event will begin shortly. Enjoy!
Ale, let me just say, you're great, and you don't need to worry about anything.
You finished?
That looks crazy.
Now, take the Napier Welton and help me figure out how to make you go faster.
Fine.
Cool. Get in.
You like it? The Napier has a 24-liter W12. They used it to break speed records and test aircraft parachutes.
Do we have a parachute?
No, it was too heavy. Now, vamos!
Look at the suspension on this thing.
Yes! 140. This is going in the workshop.
I was gonna ask if I could keep it.
Hola, friend. I have good news.
You've given up this silly rivalry with Aurelio?
Even better. Meet me here.
Wow. Nice wheels.
32 Ford Coupe. One of the mecanicas in my workshop, Katie, is from a racing family in California. She got me thinking about the next great era of speed machines.
Thank you, Katie.
This is the stock version. Let's see how it handles the dirt.
Be tighter.
Hot rodding was always about two things: breaking speed records and, careful adherence to the rules. In the 1920s, they needed cars that could outrun anything else on the roads.
In the 40s and 50s, they had to race on dry lake beds in secret because gasoline was rationed.
Huh. I didn't know that. Cool.
It's not cool, it's serious research. We have to learn so we can win. Are you writing this down?
Kinda busy.
Bueno, now here's the same car customized by the head mechanica at Horizon. Which, last time I checked, is me.
Oh, this ought to be good.
No, dude. I messed up. I almost had 3 stars, but now we're only gonna get 2.
Whew!
Which is better than
Still
1,
got it,
so I'll
Ale.
take it.
Not that you ever lost it.
Well, I can still tune an engine. So, how could Aurelio have pulled off that win? Everything is ready for our next racing history class. Get down here, quick.
Why? Is Aurelio working on a new ride?
He might be. That's not funny.
Ale, sorry about that joke on the phone. I was just...
Ay, de que, forget it. My apprentice Katie and I have been talking about the American muscle car era. Might be some lessons there for us.
Let's do it!
Hey, what's up? Thanks for joining.
Dodge Hemi Superstock. The biggest Dodge engine in the smallest Dodge chassis. Quarter mile in 11 seconds.
Very nice! See, this is the Alejandro I remember.
Drag racing is all about reaction time, no? Maybe I already have jumped the gun on you.
Oh boy.
As well as the engine, they removed everything from the Dart that would weigh it down on the track. The
It's
radio,
going good.
armrests, side mirrors, carpets.
Feel it in the corners for sure.
Maybe if I pull the carpets out of every car in my garage.
Don't even think about it.
Thank you.
That was great. Wasn't it?
We've tried muscle cars and straight line speed machines, but we can still go faster.
You need to take a breath, dude.
No, this is no frame gen. I can show you my graphics settings. So we're running 1440p and I'm using TAA. So I'm not using DLSS or frame gen. Oh, yeah, I'm not using any of that. And everything else is also maxed out.
You like this. How about we step up La Velocidad
thank
with
you.
some help from the Italians?
Bellissimo!
Come meet me. I'll bring the car.
Yeah, I actually have a video, like a benchmark video of my PC in the description of the stream if you want to check that out. This is a great combo.
Let me guess. Your apprentice, Enzo?
Mateo, actually. But yes, he reminded me of one of the most important cars
That's not a bad setup. I mean, you can probably do 1440p pretty good on there.
You don't need an excuse to get me into an F40.
If this doesn't make us better racers, nothing will. Pure speed, pure performance. A nice 40th birthday present for Ferrari, and anyone lucky enough to own one. You know why this thing is shaped like it is, right? It makes so much heat it has diffusers both front and rear.
And I'm still sweating!
Yeah, that was like my previous setup. When I had the 3080, I couldn't run extreme. I mean, I could, but my FPS wasn't so great. But your setup is not that bad, actually.
I think you did that on purpose so you could take another run in the F40. But I'm okay with it.
Alright, we're gonna have to retry that. We cut him into 200 miles.
Pure speed, pure performance. A nice 40th birthday present for Ferrari. And anyone lucky enough to own one. Know why this thing is shaped like it is, right? It makes so much heat it has diffusers both front and rear.
And I'm still sweaty.
We did it.
Wow, that was fun. So much fun, I almost forgot about Aurelio for a second.
Aha! Now we're getting somewhere.
1 star, but at least we got the event. We won the event, so not bad at all.
Have you met my apprentice Hina? She's here from Tokyo.
I also run DLSS in other games.
I'm learning a lot about
where I
Japanese
need
street
like
racing.
more FPS.
Like it's okay to lose one teensy
well,
little
for
race?
Forza, I don't need to really run
that?
DLSS.
Don't worry about that. Just come and meet me.
For Twitch, I'm streaming at 720 at 6K bitrate. And for YouTube, I'm doing 1440p at 50K bitrate. So if you want to watch the stream in better quality, you can always watch on YouTube. That's my main channel anyway. Alright, I'm gonna call it a night here. Thank you for joining, everybody. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It really helps me out. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.